What is going on, FUD Nation? Welcome back to FUD TV. I'm your host, Elio Trades. Today, we're going over the news. I know, shocking. Once again, I am here in my John McAfee FUD shirt, a casual day. It's Casual Friday. Obviously, the markets haven't been doing well. There's been a lot of mainstream sort of fluctuations in mainstream securities markets. I'm actually going to do an entire video that I'll be publishing in the next couple of days on mainstream markets, as well as how they affect cryptocurrency markets. I'm going to be trying to do a little bit more topical content over the next few days. I'm also going out of town starting on Monday, so I'm going to be creating some episodes for the week that I'm out of town, giving you guys some content. It won't be every day, but it will be a couple days out of next week that'll have some content up. Anyway, back to the show. Today, we have a magical, mysterious announcement that Justin Sun has just inked a partnership with a company worth tens of billions of dollars. That's right, Tron is maybe partnering with a multi-billion decacorn company. What could it possibly be? And how integral is the Tron integration going to be? So this is the two questions I'm going to ask, because there's not really a lot of background on this, just a little teaser tweet. That's how we do here in the Tron universe. Doesn't mean they don't deliver on stuff, just means that they like to give a lot of leadway when they do announce things. So let's hypothesize for a minute what this partnership could be. Obviously, the go-to response here is to say Alibaba, and everybody wants Tron to partner with Alibaba. That's just simply not possibly the case because it's worth closer to $500 billion than 10 billion. Alibaba is an absolute behemoth, and they've already been really making a lot of forays into the blockchain universe themselves. I just don't see Jack Ma relying on Tron's blockchain in the near term, in the medium term, in the long term. I see them as more likely to make their own blockchain and rely on it than to use someone else's blockchain. It doesn't matter how much Justin Sun and Tron are spending on the blockchain. And also, let's not overestimate, of course, the relationship between Justin Sun and Jack Ma. He was a student of Jack Ma, but again, how many students really have that kind of relationship with their teachers? I don't think that relationship would necessarily make it more likely that you'd see a groundbreaking, industry-defining partnership just because it was someone's student. I'm sure he's got a relationship with Jack Ma, but I don't think this is going to set up the deal that everybody wants, which is that Alibaba partnership. Also, I don't think you could describe Alibaba as a company worth tens of billions. You would describe them as one of the biggest companies in the world, worth hundreds of billions, worth $500 billion. There's other metrics that you'd probably use if you were even going to allude to Alibaba. So I'm going to say Alibaba is off the table. People are speculating that it could be Clover, the point of sale system. It could be Pundiax. It could be Tencent, Baidu. Honestly, we have not a lot to go on here. Let me know what you think Tron's massive partnership is in the comments section below. And if you're right, I personally guarantee that you will win a pony. All's well that ends well, at least for the SpankChain hack. That's right, SpankChain, the adult viewership token that is trying to provide a means of facilitating payments to adult film stars and adult film content creators, was actually hacked not too long ago. And as a result of the hack, about 165 Ethereum were stolen. That Ethereum has been recovered and transferred back to the SpankChain network, as well as 4,000 Booty tokens, which is a stable coin within the SpankChain network that 4,000 of them were actually frozen as a result of this attack. Those have been returned back to the SpankChain network. So all's well that ends well. $5,000 reward has been sent to the hacker who helped facilitate the return to the SpankChain network. And maybe out of all this, SpankChain has cleaned up a little bit of their security practices and upgraded their infrastructure. Congratulations to the SpankChain team on fixing what looked to be a very sticky situation. Something they might know a thing or two about. We also have word that Venezuelans are now playing RuneScape as a way to win little bits of cryptocurrency. And it's because cryptocurrency, little bits of it, what might not seem so significant to us here in the major metropolises of the United States, is actually a very significant difference to someone living in Venezuela, where just a bit of crypto can pay for a week or a month's worth of groceries. It's absolutely staggering to know how low their currency has sunk in value and how much more important it is to have these international value holders where it really does even the tables. I mean, think about it. If all you have to do to pay for your days of food or weeks of food is play a little bit of a card game online, that's pretty amazing. And that really shows how if cryptocurrency doesn't catch on here in the already developed economies of the world, you can see it really catching on in the developing economies, because it offers these alternative ways to make ends meet and to really survive. Cryptocurrency has always been about a nuts and bolts utility, and seeing things like this makes me extremely bullish, and it just shows all the different ways that cryptocurrencies can reach mass adoption. It doesn't have to just be by people in New York and LA deciding to pay for their Starbucks with crypto. There's a lot more to the story, and that may never even need to happen for cryptocurrencies to reach their place in society that all of us here in this blockchain revolution are hoping for. There was also a face-off, a debate of epic proportion between Nouriel Roubini, the Dr. Doom economist, and Captain Crypto, who is defending a Bitcoin evangelist that was defending Bitcoin to the Senate. Van Valkenburg said, "Bitcoin is the world's first globally accepted public money. Is it perfect? No. Neither was email when it was created in 1972. Bitcoin's not the best money on every margin. It's not accepted everywhere. It's not used to quote prices, and it's not a stable store of value. Regardless, it is working. And the fact that it works without intermediaries is amazing. The concept of having data on a network that is tamper-proof is so new. Blockchain is so new, and up to this point, anything that was stored online was so vulnerable to attack that having internet money was just an impossibility. But now, because of blockchain, it's possible, and in the near to medium future, we'll probably see it become a lot more useful. For now, it has its very specific use cases. I mean, before the whole world flocked to it, like in the Silk Road days, it was a very capable means of exchange. And within a few minutes, you could have your Bitcoin sent from one person to another for almost free, almost very low transactions. Even though transaction fees are back at sort of historic lows, we know that as the world starts to use this, it will spike again. So having second layer solutions or different approaches to how to transfer value, those will be very much so necessary. But for now, here we are at the very beginning of the story, and we have a new type of value exchange, a new type of value holder that really just needs some time to grow. So hopefully the Senate and the congressional leaders, whoever's in charge here, will take a do no harm approach and allow for this industry to flourish and become what it so desperately needs to become, and not listen to the skeptics in the room who just want you to operate out of fear like Dr. Roubini. Now, in big news for Walton Chain, we have word that they've revealed their IoT RU20, which is a box, essentially a piece of hardware that allows for RFID tags to be scanned at a rate of at least 450 tags per second, and that data can be uploaded to the blockchain. Walton Chain is very serious about developing the IoT, the actual things, the things in the Internet of Things solutions that will allow for blockchain to be fully utilized with logistics supply chain issues, as well as, they're looking at doing autonomous stores. It's all about constantly having communication with the blockchain from actual devices in the real world, and this is yet another step in that direction. So honestly, this is what I'm so excited about with Walton Chain. I think from the actual hardware development with their chips and now with their readers, it looks like they're very far. It looks like they're moving pretty fast ahead of the game. They're not using partners to produce these things. They're producing them in-house with subsidiaries. That's what I really like about them. VeChain's also doing a lot of production, but they also are using a lot of, production partners. So they're not having as much in-house. So I really like that with Walton Chain, how they're always launching like side chains and subsidiaries to really accomplish their goals. Very interesting stuff. Well, that's it. We didn't quite cover the Twitter beef between Dr. Nouriel Roubini and Vitalik Buterin, where they threw a little bit of shit at each other. Honestly, it's good drama, but nothing that important was really said. Dr. Nouriel Roubini does not believe in the future of cryptocurrencies and blockchain and feels quite harassed by the online Twitter followers that are really taking aim at him online. And obviously Vitalik Buterin falls squarely in the camp of pro-crypto. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. If you're not already subscribed to this channel, I encourage you to hit that sub button and click that little bell notification. That way you're made aware whenever I put out new content. I'm Elio Trades, you're watching FUD TV, and I'll see you very, very soon on the next episode.